Namaskaram everyone. Past 6 months, I made several videos on Devi, her signs, talking about manifestation, healing, and how one can connect with her. Not only this, there are several videos on YouTube talking about Devi Seva or Devi Yantra as to how these powerful tools are impacting or changing others' life. Now concerning my videos, lots of people loved the video. But at the same place, I also found a fair group of people who hated me for creating such videos. As for them, Devi is a pseudo-science. Devi is just a fake stone as she has no mention in any of the Vedas or Puranas. We are just pulling them out. I saw several people making such videos, but the most shocking truth was that there was a complete blog written as to how Linga Bhairavi is just a pseudo-science spread by Sadhguru. I had been always observing such videos and such comments, but I always kept myself away from these as I do not want to clutter myself and get diverted from my path. But as Sant Kabir always says, Nindak niyare rakhiye, Angan kuti chhawaye, bin pani sabun bina, nirmal kare subhaye. Meaning, keep your critics close to you, shelter them in your courtyard, as without water and soap, they will cleanse your character. So it's not that I don't watch such videos or comments, but the only thing is I just don't waste my time thinking about all those, as all of them does not have such a good opportunity to live and experience her when she is present. But today I'll definitely make a video because I may not get diverted, but the people who have not experienced Devi but believe on her will get manipulated by such videos and such blogs if they read again and again. So let's continue first with a small video of Sadhguru.
I went through almost 2 to 3 years of struggle within myself, deciding whether we should create her or not, whether we should manifest her or not. Create is a wrong word, I'm sorry. Whether we should manifest her or not, because I thought I shouldn't cater to that aspect, let somebody else do it. I should cater to only those people who want to become one with everything. Those who are seeking ultimate liberation, not those who are seeking to walk a little better. Then I saw there were so many people who can't walk straight. Then I said, okay, after 2-3 years of struggle within myself, I decided we'll consecrate this and manifest this form of energy. But she still has two sides. What is significant for me? For most people, that's not what they want. So right now, we created a coin which will fall only one way. It's weighed in such a way, it's a loaded dice. It'll fall only one way, your way.
By this, one thing is for sure that this was not an easy task for Sadhguru also to do. Yes, Devi Linga Bhairavi does not find any mention in any of the Vedas or Purana. But does this mean that these forms are just cultural, aesthetic or philosophical? Well, there is actually no philosophy behind this. This is the art of geometry. Indian art is not an imitation of nature in its physical form, but in its fundamental skeletal geometry, in terms of how it is built within itself. In other words, it is about translating the energy geometry of a certain dimension of life into physical form that in some way embodies this dimension so that people can experience it. Unfortunately, because people are always looking for verbal meanings, someone comes up with a philosophical explanation. But in actual sense, Eastern art never had a philosophical background. Philosophy is made up to support what you have already done. Eastern art is always and always about trying to achieve symmetry with the very geometry of existence. Another thing is, Devi Linga Bhairavi has Devi Lakshmi, Devi Kali and Devi Durga all worshipped in just one single form. Also, if you have attended Navratri Sadhana, you might be very well aware about it. It is such a tremendous possibility that when Sadhguru was in the process of making Linga Bhairavi, many people also said that the process is exactly as mentioned in our ancient text. Although everything was going on with the life energies of Sadhguru without even reading a single text. Not only this, there are several examples of people, as soon as they step inside the temple, tears start flowing out of their eyes. And these are not the tears of fear or tears of pain. These are actually the tears of intensity, which clearly shows the presence of some powerful form or some powerful energy being present over there. Apart from these, people have also witnessed that the coconuts break during the period of intense sadhana on its own in a specific pattern. There are several videos on the social media in YouTube itself. People have literally changed their life. Many people have manifested a lot by just doing the daily Devi sadhana or bringing Devi to their home. There are many videos on social media. I just do not need to point all of them. But of course, today's society has become such patriarchal that for them, accepting feminine is not an easy task for them. Today, in the world where even the woman has become like man, everyone wants to conquest, and these things doesn't matter to them. As it is rightly said, we don't understand the value of someone or something unless it being lost. Today, our mind has become such that either everything has to be stamped from the West or has to be written somewhere. No problem, we haven't read a single one of them. Ancient India was a country where in every street people will worship Devi. But today it is largely destroyed, and so the femininity has also been destroyed. The very intention of Sadhguru or the very effort of Sadhguru is to revive all these, as without femininity, the world will just destroy itself. So for them and also for you, so that you don't get manipulated, we entered into in-depth research of Bhairavi consecration and present before you in as simple manner as possible. Now we all know that Devi Linga Bhairavi has solidified mercury core through Pran Pratishtha. Now this is actually the rare mystical process because mercury, because of its low melting point, remains liquid at room temperature, and it is not possible to solidify it until and unless the temperature goes minus 38 degrees Celsius. Yet in the process of making Devi, mercury was solidified at room temperature. But how is this possible? It is just a pseudo-science. There are many critics related to it. So when we started doing our research, we ourselves got shocked that this is not something new in this culture. It's an ancient science that is being mentioned in Parat Samhita, Ras Ratnakar, Ras Chandasu, Rasendra Chaudhamani, and many more. Mercury is known as Rasa in Hindi and Para in Sanskrit. So solidified mercury is known as Parad, which is utilized in a wide scale in Vedic rituals and Ayurveda and is considered one of the purest and most divine metal ever produced. Not only this, since the period of Indo-Saraswati civilization, India has had knowledge of the science of mercury solidification for more than 7,000 years. It's been long held in Indian tradition and Vedic scriptures, and the worship of Parad destroys one's sins, even those carried from past lives. In addition to this, the worship of Parad idols, according to Brahma Puran, bring wealth from the Supreme Lord, and the worshippers attain ultimate freedom and learn the essence of pure existence. The ancient Vedas state that Parad is the cleanest and the most auspicious metal, with religious as well as medical significance. It is so powerful that idols made up of Parad or solidified mercury is very much powerful in comparison to idols that are made up of metals or wood or any ceramic. Our Shastra has such in-depth knowledge of these metals that not only mercury but also iridium and rhodium finds mentioned in 117 shlokas of Rig Veda, referring to as Soma. And this doesn't stop here. Yogis and people seeking ultimate truth after a certain period of meditation consume mercury to go into deep state of meditation and also reduce the amount of breath they inhaled. However, mercury in its original form is quite poisonous and can kill the person if consumed. Hence, the yogis before consuming this solidified mercury used to perform certain tantra and mantra vidya so that it becomes potable. In our Shastras or in our ancient scriptures, most of the references of the Parad or solidified mercury is related to Parad Shivling or the shivling that is being made of mercury. It is clearly mentioned that worshipping the shivling made up of solidified mercury is million times more fruitful than worshipping any other shivling. And these energized mercurial shivling can be also found in the Tirth Kund of Isha. The idea and the science and technology behind this is that you create an energy form which will do something that you want to do for a long period of time. It is because of this that most lingas at Isha are mercury based. The mercury lingas in the Tirth Kund are solidified mercury, 99.2% pure mercury, and 0.8% impurities only because laboratories are not able to make them perfectly pure. The process of obtaining parad or solidified mercury at room temperature is a very tedious task, as after several stages of purification that uses life energy to convert a mere stone into a deity. Now, apart from all these, Linga Bhairavi is structured and designed in such a manner that it enhances certain dimension of your life. It has a certain kind of impact on your system, on the space where you live, and also upon the direction and the destiny of your life. In terms of geometry, Linga Bhairavi is made up of 3.5 chakras because she is Kali, the lower half of the body, that is Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura and half of Anahata. And this energy structure of Linga Bhairavi was built in a danda which was inserted into the linga by Sadhguru during the consecration. Based on the profound understanding of geometry and replete with symbolism, the architecture and element within Devi's abode make it the very body of the feminine. She is made in such a manner intentionally, and this makes her enormously compassionate and tremendously very much powerful, because Linga Bhairavi is directly consecrated through life energies and not through any mantras. She will remain alive literally forever. Now, Linga Bhairavi is such a powerful mother that she is capable to enhance your life in a tremendous way, that within a few days of contact, her energies can lift you higher than where you are right now, both in experience and also in relation with the rest of the world. She can enhance your life truly in terms of your physical and mental well-being, and also in relation with the rest of the world. So by all these, at last I hope that next time when you watch such videos or read such blogs, you have enough information regarding Linga Bhairavi. It is not that we have to give answer to everyone, but the only thing is, when somebody will say something against her, you will simply go to Google, scroll down certain blogs or watch certain videos. You won't get enough answer and you will just keep your mouth shut. So next time, at least you must have little information about all these. And this effort was made to keep you aware about this. And so if this video really helped you and you found it meaningful, do share this with as many people as you want. And also do not forget to give it a like and subscribe. And up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy, and Namaskaram.